Um, I wanted to talk a little bit too. So now I don't know if you're paying attention, and I know a lot of the work that you're doing. You tell me you're actually attending a conference this week in DC on the same topic, right?
Yes,
Reparations, right?
reparation.
Yes, you could tell us a little about it because I don't know if you. I imagine. I not that I don't know. I imagine that you are paying a lot of attention to what's happening within the Dutch kingdom, but particularly a
Yes.
lot of what's happening in Saint Martin that we want to
Right.
talk about today. Because you mentioned the apology as it being fake, and I'd like for
Mhm.
you to expand on that. But
Also,
because we
Doctor, would like to point out that Chief was the one who wrote that letter to about the kingdom.
about the
Yeah,
kingdom,
yeah.
right, right,
Just so our
and we
listeners,
featured it on our program, right? Because we
yes,
put it
we
up, I
featured
think,
it. Yeah.
on our
Mhm.
website. So if you could talk
Right.
about it, and then this whole conversation of, recently there's been a lot of money. I must say, Dr. Eric Phillips, about this. There's been a lot of money in St. Martin now being put into certain programs by the Dutch government into little projects. Little
Around
projects.
Yes.
Yes,
slavery.
they're helping out painting, the artists, the agriculturists, etc. And a lot of
Cosmetics.
our yes, and a lot of our civil servants, including elected people, are now kind of buying into the argument that this is part of reparatory justice. Can you speak to that for us, please?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
let me. I just wrote my president a letter.
Mm,
I can't give you the full content, but
mhm,
essentially, I've said to him, there have been 18 apologies
mm,
in the
Wow.
last decade, with an
18 decade.
acceleration in the last two. Just to
Okay.
stick on the Dutch side, because we're dealing with St. Martin and the Dutch and reparations. The four provinces or municipalities in Holland have apologized. The Hague, Amsterdam, Utrecht, and Rotterdam. ABN AMRO, they've apologized. The Dutch Central Bank, or National Bank, they've apologized.
Hmm.
And what is fascinating about the Dutch National Bank is that one of their founders, a lady by the name of Joanne Borsky, Jewish lady, owned 40% of the shares and had three plantations in Guyana at Anna Katrina, Blankenburg, and Sage Point.
Wow.
So the Dutch, apart from the prime minister and the king apologizing, they've been on this process of apology and research for quite a while because of internal pressures.
mhm,
And so when the prime minister apologized on the 19th of December 2022, we thought that this would have been the beginning of a domino effect. But I am now starting to begin that this is a what I call a staging horse.
mm,
To throw it out there to see how people would react. And the Dutch would have never apologized before speaking to the British, the Portuguese, the French,
Correct.
the Spanish, and the
mhm,
Hmm.
Americans.